First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So in this lesson number 3 on the topic problems on train, we are going to solve 5 questions that is based on the concept called two trains meeting. So remember that two trains meeting concept in the topic problems on train is most important. If you are going for any competitive exam, definitely you can able to see the concept that is based on two trains meeting. So here there are 3 types of question, right? And the same meeting concept, they can ask 3 different types. So first you need to be strong on all these 3 types, because without knowing which type the question is, you will apply the wrong formula. So that's the reason, be strong on all the 3 types. So by seeing a question, first you need to decide whether it is type 1, type 2 or type 3. So based upon the type, you can directly use the formula and you can solve the question easily. But for all now we are going to solve 5 questions, but all the 5 questions, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to teach you the normal method, traditional method that is followed in your textbook, and also I'm going to teach you this formula method. So remember that if you are going for any IT sector interviews, campus interviews like TCS, IBM, Wipro, all those stuff, IT sector interviews, the question will be directly given, right? By seeing the question, you can directly apply the formula and you will get an answer. In case if you are going for any CAT exams or a bank or GATE exam, in those cases applying a formula is little bit tricky, right? Why? Because the level of the question will be high. So in that case, only if you know the traditional method, you can able to solve the question. So for all the question, I will teach you the normal traditional method and also the formula method. By seeing the formula method, don't decide that we can learn only formula. No, kindly just watch the traditional method also, so that in case if there is any twist in the question, you can solve it by a traditional method. So now let me move on to all the 3 types of question, right? So type number 1. So here I have taken just a small example, right? So there is a station Chennai to Mumbai, and in the question they used to give a distance between the 2 stations, right? 2000 kilometers or 3000 kilometers, and they will say one train starting from Chennai to Mumbai and another train starting from Mumbai to Chennai. So the data they have given, they used to give all the data, right? Distance will be given, train 1 length is given, train 2 length will be given, and both the train speed is also given. But our target to find at which point both the trains meet, or at what time both the trains meet, or otherwise at what distance both the trains meet. In those cases, for finding the distance, right, at which point both the trains meet, at what distance both the train meet, you can directly apply this formula and you can find the answer, right? S1 will be the first train speed, S2 will be the second train speed, and the D will be the total distance that is between 2 stations Chennai and Mumbai. For example, I have taken, right? So Chennai and Mumbai. So once you apply all the given values in the formula, you will directly find from Chennai at which distance both the trains meet, right? And the second is at what time, if both, in case if the question is at what time both the trains meet, you can directly apply this formula and you can find at what time train 1 and train 2 meets, right? So this is called as type number 1. Remember that in type number 1, both the station distance will be given. Got it? So now let me move on to type number 2. In type number 2, similarly, they used to say there are 2 stations Chennai and Mumbai. One train is moving from Chennai to Mumbai, another train from Mumbai to Chennai. But in this case, they won't give you the distance between Chennai and Mumbai, but they will give all the remaining data, like both the train will meet at some point, or otherwise one train travels 100 kilometers or 200 kilometers. They used to give all the value, but the question will be what is the distance between Chennai and Mumbai. So in those cases, use this formula, right? So D into S1 plus S2 divided by S1 difference S2. So once you apply all the values in the given formula, you will get an answer. What is the total distance of Chennai to Mumbai? So while solving a question, I will say what is the value of D. So friends, got it? So here our target to find at which point or which distance both the trains are meeting, or otherwise at what time both the trains are meeting, and in this case where the total distance between 2 stations will be given. But in this case, our target to find what is the distance between both the stations, but here they used to give all the remaining data, right? And type number 3 is completely different, because both the trains are starting from one station, right? Here both the trains are starting from a different station, but in this case both the trains will start from a same station and reaching another station, but there will be a delay, right? So train 1 starts at 8 AM in the morning, train 2 starts at 10 AM in the morning. There is a delay between, while starting there will be a delay, but the question will be at what distance both the train meet, or otherwise at what time both the trains meet. So in those cases, for finding the distance, you can apply this formula, and for finding the time you can directly apply this formula, right? And remember that the time t denotes the time difference. For example, train 1 starting at morning 8 a.m. and the train 2 starting at morning 10 a.m. So the time difference between both the train will be 2 hours. So time difference will be 2. Got it? And the remaining stuffs like speed 1 will be train 1 and speed 2 will be train 2 speed, right? By directly seeing all the question, you can apply the values in a formula and you will find the answer, right? So these are the 3 different types of question that can be asked in this 2 train meeting concept. So now what we are going to do is initially we are going to solve type number 2 question, and type number 1 2 question, and 1 question on type number 3. Question number 1. 2 trains starts at the same time from A and B and proceed towards B and A at 36 km per hour and 42 km per hour respectively. When they meet, it found that one train has moved 48 km more than the other. So what is the distance between A and B? So after reading this question, your first target to find whether the question is type 1, type 2 or type 3. Definitely the question is type number 2. Why? Because they are saying that there are 2 trains starting from a different station, but we don't know what is the distance between both the station. If we don't know what is the distance, then definitely it is type number 2. So first we are going to solve this question by a normal method, then we can apply the formula method, right? So before that, what is the concept of the question? 2 trains are starting from a different places and proceed towards each other. When they meet, they are saying one train travels 48 km more than the other. So by using this data, our target to find what is the distance between A and B. So let me do one thing. First let me draw a small diagram. So let me assume this is station A and station B, right? So one train from station A and another train from station B, and first train speed is given, that is 36 km per hour, and the second train speed is given 42 km per hour, and our target to find what is the distance between the station A and B. And another data they have given, when they meet, one train covers 48 km more than the other. Listen here, if one train speed is 42 km per hour and the second train speed is 36 km per hour, which train will cover more distance? If the train speed is more, then the train will cover more distance. Got it? So let me do one thing, we can assume this as x, right? We don't know at what point the train meet. So let me assume the distance covered by the train 1 as x, and the distance covered by the train 2 will be x plus 48. Friends, got the logic? Right, when they meet, right, when both the trains are meeting, one train covers 48 km more than the other. So one train covers 48 km more than the other. Why I assumed x plus 48 here and x here? Because the speed of the train is more, right? If the speed of the train is more, then the distance traveled by the train will also be more, right? So we can say that at the point of meeting, one train travels 48 km more than the other. So listen here, in the basics I have told you, right? If both the trains are meeting, what you need to equate? You need to equate the timing. So equate time 1 is equals to time 2. So time will be distance divided by speed. Second time, distance divided by speed. So first case where the distance traveled by the train will be x and the speed of the train will be 36. In the second case where the distance traveled by the train will be x plus 48 divided by speed will be 42. So I think now we can cancel this on 6 table. So 6 6 are 36, 6 7s are 42. So once you cross this, 7x is equals to 6x plus 6 into 48. So 48 into 6. 7x and 6x will be x. So 8 6 are 48. Remaining will be 4, 24, 28, 288. So we got an answer. The value of x is 288, but our target to find what is the distance between station A and station B. So we know that the value will be x, and here we have x plus 48. So total distance will be 2x plus 48. So 2 into 288 plus 48. So we can say that 8 into 2, or you can directly add like this, 288 and 48. So 8 3s are 24, remaining will be 2, 8 plus 2 will be 10, 22, so 2 6 24. So finally we can say that the distance between station A to B will be 624 km. So finally we got an answer for this question number 1, where the distance is 624 km. I think they're asking a distance between A and B. So A and B, the total distance will be 624 km. Friends, got the logic? So what we did, We have just assumed two stations A and B. When they meet, one train covers 48 km more than the other. So definitely the train which has a more speed will cover the more distance. So x plus 48, when they meet, one train covers 48 km more than the other. So we have assumed this as x, and the second train x plus 48, and the total distance will be x plus 48, right? That's the distance between A and B. So total distance x plus 48. So finally, on the basics I have already told you, if two trains are meeting or crossing, definitely you need to equate the timings, right? So once you equate both the time, you will get an answer, that is x is equal to 288. So after finding the value of x, our target to find the total distance, so total distance will be x plus 48. So 288 plus 48, so final answer will be 624. So this is the normal way we used to solve the question. So now let me move on to the formula method. Right? So the value of D is most important. In the question they have directly given, when they meet, one train cover 48 km more than the other. So we can say that the value of D will be 48, and S1, S2 it's also directly given in the question. So 36 will be speed 1, 42 will be speed 2, divided by 36 and difference, right? So 36 difference 42. So 48, I think you can add, this will be 78 divided by 6. So 48 into, you can 1 6 or 6 remainder will be 113. So 13 into 48. So 48 into 13, 24 2. So 624. So it's really very easy, right? Applying the values in a formula is too easy. So finally, by a formula method, we got an answer. The distance between the two stations will be 624 km. So formula method will always be easy, right? In case if they ask a toughest question, only normal method will help you. So let me move on to question number 2. Question number 2. Two trains start at the same time from Mumbai and Pune and proceed towards each other at a rate of 60 km and 40 km per hour respectively. When they meet, it is found that one train had traveled 20 km more than the other. So find what is the distance between Mumbai and Pune. So it's again a same concept like a previous question. So after reading this question, first decide whether it is type 1, type 2 or type 3. So by seeing this question, we can directly say it is type number 2. Why? Because we don't know what about the distance between Mumbai to Pune. So our target to find the distance, right? So definitely it is type number 2. So now let me solve this question by a normal method initially. So there are two stations. One station is Mumbai and the second station is Pune. So from Mumbai and another train from Pune, both the trains are starting from the same time. So they have given the speed of the train also. First train is 60 km per hour and the second train is 40 km per hour. So our target to find what is the distance between Mumbai and Pune. And they have given another value that while both the trains are meeting, one train travels 20 km more than the other. So definitely this train which has a more speed will cover more distance. So we can say that, assume this train distance as x, then this train distance will be x plus 20. So when they are meeting, one train covers 20 km more than the other. So x plus 20, right? If they are meeting, what you need to equate? You need to equate the timing. So timing 1 is equals to timing 2. That is condition, right? So time will be distance divided by speed, where the distance of first train will be x plus 20 divided by speed will be 60 is equals to second time. So distance will be x divided by speed will be 40. I think you can directly cancel 0 and 0. Cancel this on 2 table, 2 times, 3 times. So once you cross this, 2x plus 40 is equals to 3x. So x is equal to 40. Finally, we got a value of x is equal to 40. But our target to get what is the total distance between Mumbai and Pune, right? So the total distance, we have x plus 20 here and another x here. So x plus 20 plus x. So 2x plus 20. So 2x plus 20 will be the total distance from Mumbai to Pune. So 2 into x will be 40 plus 20. So total distance will be 80 plus 20 is equal to 100. So finally we can say that answer for this question, the total distance between Mumbai and Pune will be 100 km. Got it? So after finding the value of x is equal to 40, you should not say the answer is 40 km. That is wrong. We found the value of x is equal to 40, right? Our target to find the total distance of Mumbai and Pune. So we can say that x plus 20 will be the total distance between Mumbai and Pune. So we already found the value of x is equal to 40. So 40 plus 20 resultant value will be 100 kilometer. So if you want to apply the same question in a formula method, then it will be so simple, right? Because the d will be one train travels 20 kilometer more than the other. So we can say the distance will be 20. So 20 S1 and S2. So first train speed will be 60 and the second train speed will be 40, divided by difference will be 20. So here you can cancel 20 and 20, so 100 kilometer. You can directly get the answer as 100 kilometer in a formula method, right? For solving this, you don't want pen and paper. Just in the mind itself, we can say answer for this question is 100 kilometer. So finally, we have solved two questions that is based on type number 2. So after watching type number 1 and type number 3, take your books and read more number of questions and then decide whether the question is type 1, type 2 or type 3. So once you solve 10 or 20 questions, definitely you too will get an idea how to solve all those types of questions easily. So finally, answer for question number 2 is distance between both the station Mumbai and Pune will be 100 kilometer. Question number 3. The distance between two stations A and B is 300 km. A train leaves station A at a speed of 30 km per hour. At the same time, another train departs from station B at a speed of 45 km per hour. What will be the distance of the point where both the train meet from the point A? So interesting, by seeing this question you can directly say it is type number 1. Why? Because in the first line of the question they have given the distance between both the station is 300 km. So distance is directly given, so definitely it is not type number 2, it is type number 1. So let me solve this question initially by a normal method, right? So we can fix this as two stations, right? Station A and station B. And the distance is also given, that is 300 km. And what they are saying, one train starting from A to B, another train B to A, where the speed of the train is also given. First train speed is 30 km per hour and the second train speed is 45 km per hour. So by using all these data, what is our target? Our target to find at what distance from point A where both the trains meet. So listen carefully, let's just for an example I am saying, right? So in case if both the trains are meeting at this point, if this train 1 covers 100 km, then definitely train 2 will be 200 km. Got the logic, right? In case if train 1 covers only 50 km while meeting, then definitely the remaining 250 km will be traveled by the second train. So let me do one thing, we can assume this as x. We don't know what is the distance traveled by the first train, and the remaining distance will be definitely traveled by the second train, that is 300 minus x. Friends, got the point? Why both the trains are meeting, if one train covers x distance, definitely the remaining distance will be covered by the second train. So one train is x and the remaining train will be the total distance 300 minus x. Similarly, if there are meeting, we need to equate the time, right? So equate time 1 is equal to time 2. So time will be distance divided by speed. Second condition, distance divided by speed. So distance traveled by the first train will be x and the speed will be 30, and the second train distance will be 300 minus x divided by second train speed will be 45. So I think we can cancel this on 15 table 2 times, 15 table 3 times. So once you cross this, 3x is equals to 600 minus 2x. So 3x plus 2x will be 5x. So 5x is equal to 600. So x is equal to 120 kilometer. So finally we can say that answer for this question is 120 kilometer, because what they are asking is what will be the distance of the point where both the train meet from point A. So from point A, our target to find what is the distance both the train meet. We have assumed this as x, and finally now we found the answer. The value of x is 120 kilometer. So we can say that from point A, after 120 kilometer both the trains meet. So interesting, this is the normal way to solve this question, right? So you can able to easily compare like previous question and this question. In previous question they didn't give the distance, right? So we have assumed that and we fix one train almost this much kilometer more than the other. But in this question they have given a distance and we assume that at some point both the trains are meeting, and we kept the value of x is the distance traveled by the first train, and the second train will be the remaining distance, that is 300 minus x. So whatever be, if both the trains are meeting, definitely you need to equate the timings, right? So timing 1 and timing 2. So after applying all the values in this formula, we have get an answer x is equal to 120 kilometer. So now let me move on to the formula method. So I have already told you there are two formulas in type number 1. The first formula to find at what distance both the train meet, and the second formula after how much hours both the train meet, right? So first let me find at what distance both the train meet, and value of S1 will be train 1 speed. So train 1 speed is directly given, that is 30 kilometer, and the distance, right? So distance between both the station is given 300 kilometer, plus S1 speed will be 30, and remember that the value of t is most important, right? So value of t will be the time difference, right? So time difference of train 1 and train 2. So here both the trains are starting at the same time, right? In case if train 1 starts at 8 p.m, train 2 starts at 10 p.m, then the value of t will be 2 hours, right? Time difference is 2 hours. But in this question they are saying both the train starts at the same time. So we can say that the value of t will be 0 here. There is no time difference between both the train because both the trains are starting at the same time. Just look at the question, at the same time another train departs. So we can say that the value of t will be 0. So divided by S1 plus S2. So 30 plus 45. So 30 into I think 30, and this will be 300 divided by 75. So 30 will be 9000 divided by 75, 120 kilometer. Just by applying a formula we directly got an answer, that is 120 kilometer, right? So from station 1, after 120 kilometers traveling both the trains meet, right? So if you want to find at after how much hours both the train meets or after how much time, then similarly you can apply all the values in formula number 2, right? So distance will be 300 plus S2, second speed will be 45, and the time difference is 0, divided by S1 plus S2. So 30 plus 45. So this will be 300 divided by 75. So 75 4 times, so 4 hours. So we can say that from point A, after 4 hours both the train meets, right? So distance is 120 kilometer and the time is 4 hours. It's easy. Once you apply all the values in a formula, you will get an answer easily. So finally answer for question number 3 is 120 kilometer. Question number 4. So Chennai is at a distance of 560 km from Mumbai. A train starts from Mumbai to Chennai at 6 a.m. at a speed of 40 km per hour. Another train starts from Chennai to Mumbai at 7 a.m. with a speed of 60 km per hour. At what distance from Mumbai and at what time will the two trains be at the point of crossing? So listen here, by seeing the first line of the question, we can directly decide the question is type number 1. Why? Because the distance between Chennai and Mumbai is directly given, that is 560 km. And if it is type 1, we have already learned two formula. One formula at what distance from Mumbai both the train meet, and also at what time. So now let me directly substitute all the values in a formula, right? If in case you want a normal method in the future videos, I can definitely solve it, right? So what are all the points they have given? The speed of train 1 speed is given, that is 40 km. So substitute value of S1 will be 40. So next is distance. So distance between Chennai and Mumbai is 560 km. So 560 plus S2 into T. Friends, most important. I think in the previous formula I have written S1 here. That is wrong. So just change it in the previous question. This is S2, right? So S2 into T. So second train speed is 60 km into, and next is time. So in the previous question we have mentioned time taken, the time difference is 0. Why? Because both the train starts at the same timing. But here in this question, first train starts at 6 a.m. and the second train starts at 7 a.m. So T will be time difference. So time difference both the train will be 1 hour. So we can say that the value of T will be 1. So divided by S1 plus S2. So first train will be 40, second train will be 60. So S1 plus S2 will be 100. So 40, this will be 620 divided by 100. So we can cancel 0, 0 here. So 4 into 2 will be 8, 248 kilometer. So finally answer for this question, that is at what distance, they are asking at what distance from Mumbai both the train meet. So finally we can say that answer is 248 kilometer. And also they are asking a timing, right? You can directly apply similarly all the values in formula number 2. So distance will be 560. So 560 plus S2. So speed 2 will be 60 and the time taken will be 1 divided by total, that is 100. So 560 plus 60 will be 620 divided by 100. You can cancel 0 and 0. I think you can cancel this on 2 table. 5 2s are 10, cancel this on 2 table, 3 2s are 6, 31. So 31 divided by 5. Again, once you cross this, 6 5s are 30. So remaining will be 1.0, that is 20, right? So 6.20, which is 6 hours 20 minutes. So after 6 hours 20 minutes, both the train will meet. But our target to find at what time, right? So they didn't ask at what, they're asking at what time. So the train starts at morning 6 a.m. and it takes another 6 hours 20 minutes. So we can say that another 6 hours 20 minutes. So it will be 12.20 noon. So at this time 12.20 noon, both the trains will meet. Friends, got the logic? After finding 6 hours 20 minutes, don't go and mark the answer directly. It is wrong, right? Because the first train starts at morning 6 a.m. So after starting at morning 6 a.m, then it travels 6 hours 20 minutes and then only both the train meets, right? So 6 a.m. morning and another 6 hours 20 minutes will be 12.20 noon. So finally answer for this question from Mumbai. Both the trains met at 248 km at the timing of 12.20 noon. Interesting question. So if you want to solve this question in a normal method, just try on your own, right? If you are not getting an answer, I will post the normal method in the comment section. Last, fifth question. A train leaves the station at 5 a.m. at 60 km per hour. Another train leaves at the same station at 6:30 a.m. at 75 km per hour and travel in the direction of the first train. At what time, at what distance from the station will they meet? So listen here, by seeing this question, in all the previous question, both the trains are starting from a different station. But in this question, where first train is starting from one station and the second train is starting from a same station. But there is a delay in timing, right? That's called as a time difference. So by seeing this question, we can say it is not type 1, not type 2, it is type number 3. So why we are saying this as type number 3? Because both the trains are starting from a same station. So similarly, we can solve this question by a formula method. In future videos, I can definitely solve this question in a normal method, right? Because if you need to solve this question in a normal method, you need to know lots of logic, right? Only then you can able to solve this question by a normal method. So definitely in lesson number 6 or 7, I will teach you the normal method. So first, our target to find at what distance. So first we can apply this formula. S1 will be the speed of the first train. So speed of the first train will be 60 and speed of the second train will be 75. And the time, and next is time difference. And time difference, we already know the first train starts at 5 a.m. and the second train starts at 6:30 a.m. and the value of t will be the time difference of both the train, right? So time difference will be 1 hour 30 minutes. So we can say this as 1 by 2. So which is 3 by 2 will be the time difference. Friends, got it? The first train starts at 5 a.m. in the morning and the second train will be 6:30 a.m. So value of t will be the time difference of both the train. So time difference of both the train will be 1 hour 30 minutes. So 30 minutes I have taken as 1 by 2. So after converting this mixed fraction, we got the time difference as 3 by 2. So substitute the value of t here, that is 3 by 2. So divided by S1 difference S2. So 60 and 75, the difference will be 15. So now we need to cancel this. So I think 1 2s are 2, 30 times we can cancel this. Similarly 1 15s are 15, 2 15s are 30. So we can say that 75 into 2 will be 150. So 150 into 3. So 0, 15, 4. So 450. So answer for this question, at what distance, right? So we can say that at 450 km both the trains will meet. And similarly our target to find the timing also, right? We have a formula for this time also, S1, right? Speed 1 will be 60 and the time difference that we calculated is 3 by 2 divided by S1 difference S2. So 60 and 75, the difference will be 15 hours. So we can say this will be 30. Once you cancel, this will be 2. So 3 into 2 will be 6 hours. Right? After it. So what is our target? Our target to find at what time and at what distance, right? So we know that first train starts at 5 a.m. and the second train starts at 6:30 a.m. and both the trains are traveling 6 hours, right? Another 6 hours. So we can say that 6 plus 6 will be 12. So 12:30. So 12:30 p.m. both the trains will meet. Friends, got it? First train starts at 5 a.m. and the second train starts at 6:30 a.m. and both the trains are running in the same direction, and we found that after 6 hours both the train meet, right? So 6:30 plus 6 will be 12:30. So answer for this question is 12:30 p.m. So all the 5 questions that we have solved is based on 2 trains meeting. So remember that, try to solve more and more number of questions, only then you will have lots of practice, right? So if you practice more all these types of questions, definitely you can easily crack even the question is tough level. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really like this, share this video to your friends so that your friends can also learn this. Bye.